All right, day 3 is it in Bari? Today is Thursday, October 17th. It's 11:11. Make a wish. I'm outside of my Airbnb, ready to head out on my next adventure. So it's going to be a hot one today. It's going up to 79. I'm going out kind of early, not that early. I took my time getting out, getting up and ready. So today's plan is I'm going to go down to Murat. So Murat is the newer section of Bari, but older than where I'm at. So it's what they call New Bari. The buildings there were built in the 19th century. Something to do with Napoleon. I don't know. There's a French influence. Lots of neoclassical architecture. I'll consult Chat GPT and try to remember some information. It's a little steamy out here. I can't believe it's October, mid-October, and it's warm. But I can't imagine what it's like here in the summer if it's this hot in October. All right, so I'm not going to film the walk. You've already seen all of this. So I'm walking past the Policlinico, and I have to cross under the train tracks. And then when I come up on the other side, I'll start filming again. For lunch, I'm going to have a porchetta, delicious roast pork sandwich. And another thing I want to try to do is find Starbucks, because I collect these Starbucks mugs and I really want to get a Starbucks mug from Italy to add to my collection. It's going to be hot, so I really want to be back inside by 2. I'll take a nap and then maybe go out later for another walk. All right, see you in Murat. I am approaching the train tracks. I need to go down and up. I want to take a little break before I do that. I'm trying not to exert myself here in this heat. It's hot for me. If you're not familiar with the Bay Area, 70 degrees is hot for us. So it's a little bit steamy today, a little humid. Anyway, I wanted to give an update on Vaimu. So my plan for this trip, one of my many plans, was to rent a bike. They have a bike sharing program here in Bari called Vaimu. You download the app, you buy a pass. So I bought a monthly pass, and then you can unlock the bike using your app, ride it for however long. I thought that that the manual bikes were free for the first 30 minutes, but it's like 0.45 euro. I don't know how you say that. 45 cents. Electric bike is half a euro. So not a big difference. Anyway, I downloaded the app, put in my credit card number, bought the monthly pass, had to do some verification of my credit card, I think for security from my credit card company. And then they wanted to verify my phone number. So they were going to send me a code, which I had to enter. Never got the code. So I retry, and then finally they said, call the customer support, and gave me a number. I tried the number and got beep, beep, beep. So a few times I deleted the app, downloaded again, did the whole thing all over again, nothing. I finally found a customer support email, so I emailed them. I just wrote in English, can you help me? So they said, yeah, what's the problem? I told them the problem. I sent them screenshots of, the number, verify the number, which I never received, and then a screenshot of my phone when I tried to call their number, because you call, it goes beep, 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 it says call ended, and then disconnects. So I just checked my email. I got another email from them, and they said, call the number, it works. Okay, the number doesn't work. So I'm getting really frustrated with this. I might not be renting a bike. I'm gonna keep trying with them, but the end result might be that I'm just gonna ask them to refund me my €8.80 that I paid for my monthly pass. Okay, I'm trying to cross the street here. All right, so that's a little update on the bike share. I was really hoping that this was going to work, because I thought this would be really useful for anybody visiting Bari. You can hop on a bike and explore. Might not happen. Okay, so I'm going to go down these stairs, walk in the sun, and come back up on the other side on Murat. Crossed over. There's a little freeway thingy here. I don't know what that is up there, but... And then the train tracks. So I'm in Murat. I decided to start filming here just because here's a parking area for the Vaimu bikes. This is something that I've seen a lot on this side of Bari. Empty spaces. So even if I get this app working, it might end up that I rent a bike from Policlinico, where there are quite a few, and then I ride it over here and dock it, and then I might not be able to find a bike to get back. So maybe the best thing for me to do at this point is just to ask for a refund. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Okay, so this is Murat. You can see the buildings are older. I don't think these buildings are particularly old. Like maybe the 20s. Not sure. But the building right in front of me, it's definitely 19th century with the neoclassical decoration on it. Reminds me of certain parts of Buenos Aires. All right, so I'll turn the camera on again if I see anything interesting. Walk down to the next cross street. It's Via Manzoni. The Manzonis were our neighbors that lived a few houses down on the corner growing up. There's Pizza da Sporto. That's helpful because I used Google Translate to ask how to get something to go. And it said da Sporto, but I didn't trust it. I thought it might be a portare. So I really need an Italian consultant here to ask questions. I don't want to sit in an Italian class where I'm learning like this is a pen and the black cat is on the White House talking to you Duolingo. I want to learn how to say things like, are these two things the same? Or I want to get some food to go. So more people, more activity here. And one thing I'm noticing on this side of the tracks is more diverse. There are more immigrants. I've seen Africans and South Asians. I'm guessing that this is not a rich neighborhood, just looking at the graffiti and the condition of some of the buildings. but I don't really know. You don't know, sometimes you see the outside of a building that's falling apart and you go inside and it's this magnificent palace. What did I say? Magnificent. All right, I'll be back here for a minute. Look at these buildings. Many of them have probably seen better days. And then on the other side of the street is some new construction. So which do you prefer? One of the things that I've noticed about countries that are on the poorer side is that you end up getting more preservation, even if things are not in the best state. They just don't have the money to tear things down and rebuild. So I'm thinking of Montevideo in Uruguay, which had this real like mod 70s feel to a lot of the buildings, which was cool because in the US, you know, they've torn all that stuff down and replaced it because it was just so ugly. But it's kind of nice to see it preserved. So, you know, maybe one day people will have the money to repair some of these buildings. And they'll be glad that they haven't torn them down. I'm enjoying this little walk. There's a school, Garibaldi. It's hot. I love this beautiful building here on the corner. I'd love to see inside. I bet it has one of those old elevators. And the rooms probably have really high ceilings. Those big windows, balconies. I wonder if these were built as single family homes or if they were apartments from the beginning, but this place is huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows across, and 3 residential floors, and then commercial floor on the ground floor. It's old pharmacy. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go look at the pharmacy. Here's some sort of a church building here. I'm not sure what it is. Archiconfatenica di San Domenico sotto il patrocino del San, I don't know why it's 2 S's, Santas Rosario. Beats me. Is it a church? Is it like the archdiocese? And then there's a little park over here with this cute little merry-go-round in the center. So I'm going to go around the park and I think I'll find what I'm looking for. They also have these scooters, which I really hate, but I wonder if I might be able to rent a scooter more easily than this bike that I'm trying to get. So the buildings here along the park look like they're in better shape. And then some of them are newer. All right, I'm walking through the park now, heading to Corso Vittorio Emanuele II, or Vittorio Emanuele il Secondo, I'm not sure how you say it. Victor Emmanuel II. And I see this beautiful palazzo, which I saw the other day when I was in front of the Porchetta shop, so I know I'm close. It's a nice little park. Lots of old dudes sitting around playing dominoes. People just hanging out. I'm already sweating. It's probably about 76 degrees right now. It's humid and slightly cloudy, but the sun is beating down on us. There's the Teatro Margarita at the end there. And the sea is on the other side. There's a little newsstand. Something you don't see much anymore. Alright, let's check this Porchetta restaurant out. Right, so I'm standing in front of Palazzo Fizzarotti. And it was designed on behalf of the banker Emanuele Fizzarotti in 1906. It's a neo-Gothic style with strong references to the Venetian Gothic. Alright, you don't need to know all this, but if you want, stop the video and you can read this. I'm going to cross the street. Oops. Oh, somebody went inside. I think it's open for private tours. You have to make some arrangements. Alright, let's look at it from across the street. Here's Palazzo Fizzarotti. Beautiful Venetian Gothic palace on Corso Vittorio Emanuele in New Bari. And one thing that you don't see here are the groups of tourists standing around in their 3/4 length shorts and sensible shoes. By the way, I'm wearing shorts and sensible shoes, so it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I would love to see what's inside, but I'll just have to use our imagination, and I'll Google it later and see if I can find pictures. I love these little lions on the balconies. So cute. Alright, Palazzo Fizzarotti. The gold mosaic on the top is shining in the Julian sunshine. Beautiful. La Porchetteria di Riccia. We got some beautiful bread. And this amazing porchetta. Gotta go inside. God, I'm so bad with languages because I just want to be perfect, and that was just painful. So I ordered a porchetta sandwich with, I think I got broccoli rabe. Rapini, I think is what it is. Here it comes. Grazie. And some hot peppers. And then she kind of insisted that I needed cheese. So I think it's caciocavallo cheese. Amazing. The peppers are really good. I think it's like Ethiopian chili spread. No, I could have just sat out here and gotten the menu. It's really good. This is porchetta. Slow roasted pork with rosemary, garlic, maybe some thyme. I can't really taste the cheese, but it's slightly melted. The peppers are so good. Not super spicy, but they have that really delicious flavor of Calabrian chilies. The pork is very tender, full of flavor. I didn't get any of the crunchy skin, so I don't know if you have to order that special. But this is a really good lunch for today. And then I'll still have room for a panzerotto if I can find one. Made 2 videos that didn't record. I'm still learning here. Be patient with me. I need to check before I start talking to make sure I'm actually recording. So inside they have some little menu boards with some sandwiches in English. There's also a menu, a paper menu. So this woman sat outside and they came out and gave her the menu. So you can do that as well. Really delicious porchetta sandwich. It was 8 euros for the whole thing, the sandwich, and a bottle of water. So not bad. It's right across from the Palazzo. I forget the name already. On Vittorio Emanuele. There's the Teatro Margherita all the way at the end there. So if you're down there in the old Bari, standing at Mastro Ciccio and saying, Jesus, this line is so long, just walk down to this end of the street and get yourself a delicious porchetta sandwich. Try not to get yourself killed while crossing the street. I'm still on Corso Vittorio Emanuele. These beautiful, massive old buildings. This is City Hall, Palazzo del Governo. And then I don't really know what these other buildings are. But definitely from a certain period of time. I said I was going to check Chat GPT before I started talking. So sorry I didn't do that, but I remember something about Napoleon. So there's a French influence here maybe in this architecture. I'll check and get back to you. It's a theater. The building over there is interesting. Kind of makes me dizzy. Piccini. I used to work with somebody named Piccini. Wow, look at that sculpture. I wonder where that's from. All right, so I'm heading to this other building that I've seen lots of pictures of. I'll show you when I get there. Thing that Italians go gaga over, that I have just never really appreciated: mortadella. When we were in Rome, we went to this little pizzeria in our building and I asked for a recommendation, and she recommended pizza with mortadella, wild boar mortadella. So I'm like, okay. I mean, you're Italian. That was horrible. It was just like a piece of bread with a slab of meat on it. So I think that building, that tall tower there, is the Church of St. Nicholas. That's Old Bari in there. And I'm going this way. Google Maps, or whatever I was using to navigate, stops working every time I turn my camera on. So I ended up walking way further than I wanted to. But I passed this street the other day and I wanted to explore anyway. So nothing lost here. And you can get your fancy summer dresses to wear to Capri, so you can blend in. You won't blend in if you wear that, let me tell you. All right, let me check my map, make sure I don't walk past this place again. Niccolo Puntignani. I just discovered something which I hope will improve the quality of my videos. When I hold my camera, I kind of hold it, this is my phone, I kind of hold it on the bottom, which I think is where the microphone is. So I'm going to try to be more conscious of that. And I'm hoping that my sound will be better. So this is like a commercial shopping street. There's Quartiere. I just passed an H&M. Here's the Chiesa di San Ferdinando. It's very pleasant. Everybody's out walking. Looks like mostly Italians here. Here's some tourists with their luggage. Probably going from the train station. I think I see the train station in the distance, so they're probably heading to Old Bari. Here's the first beggar that I've seen. That's pretty extreme. So, you know, it smells like duty free out here actually. I smell lots of perfume. So, oh, there's what I was looking for, this building. Wow. Spectacular. It's Palazzo Mincusi. And there's the United Colors of Benetton inside. I haven't seen Benetton since the 80s. But this truck is going to move out of the way and then I'm going to take a photo. Reminds me so much of Buenos Aires. Alright, so I'm approaching evil Starbucks. I know people hate Starbucks. And, you know, in a land where coffee is so important, it's not surprising that it's not packed. But I'm very excited to see this wall of beautiful cups. So they have Italy, Napoli, Rome. There's some small Italy cups too. Those are great for souvenirs. So I'm going to get some cups. All right, so I successfully completed 2 missions today. I have got my porchetta sandwich and I got my Starbucks cups. So that's pretty good. Batting 100 here. It's hot, even though it's not, but I'm hot. It's probably close to 79 degrees now. It's cloudy, which is making it a little bit better, but it's humid. So I'm just taking a little break here at Starbucks before I head back. So this time I'm gonna walk through Bari Station. Just gonna kind of check things out there. I have a train reservation coming up in a few weeks to go to Caserta. So it's a real adventure. 3 hours by train to get some pizza. But that'll be fun, something different. So I just want to look at the train station and just kind of familiarize myself with it. And then maybe next week I'll be taking some train trips here in Puglia. So this is a kind of a back shopping street. It's off the main street, which I think is Nicola Putignani. I forget the name of the street, but you know, some shops here, Starbucks. There's a pizza trattoria over here. So maybe if you're looking for a place to eat, these back streets are a little quieter, maybe less expensive. Back on the main drag. And now the name says Via Sparano da Bari. Maybe after a month I'll know the names of some streets. But this is my third day, so excuse me. It's very pleasant. Lots of people, I think a lot of locals and tourists. You can kind of tell who the Italians are if you watch them talking, if they're using their hands. There's a beautiful park here. So I've watched a lot of videos about Bari before coming, and very few of them have shown this side of Bari. Everybody goes to Old Bari, Bari Vecchia. They watch the women make orecchiette. They get their focaccia at the same place, which is great. So I'm not bothering to do that because I've seen it all. Instead, I'm seeing something different. It's a beautiful park. There's some kind of a market set up here. Lots of chiacchiere. People chatting. Let's take a look and see what they're selling over here. Keychains, leather goods, earrings, some little paintings, wind chimes, some big flowers, jewelry. I don't know if they're here every day. Today's Thursday. I really don't need anything, so, and I don't see anything that interests me. One thing I want to get is like a tea towel that has a map of Italy on it. So probably I can find that in one of the tourist spots, either Old Bari or Polignano a Mare or some place like that. But other than that, I don't really plan on buying much. Maybe I'll bring some pasta home. Just walked past McDonald's. It's packed. Oh, Burger King. Fast food is popular here. So in front of me is Bari Centrale, the central train station. So if you come to Bari by train and exit the station, here's the main commercial street here that will lead you directly to Bari Vecchia. Central train station, some buses also in front of the train station. A beautiful fountain here. Some newer buildings around this square. And then you got to see a little bit of the back streets of New Bari. The old 19th century buildings that are in need of some love and care. It was nice seeing the difference between that area and this commercial area, which is a little shinier, better cared for. Okay, so I'm just going to cut through here to the other side. I did this the other day. And then I'll be back in my neighborhood. All right, so I'm on the other side of the train station. It's a little rough over here. Heading back to my neighborhood. There's nothing else that I want to include in this video since the focus was on Murat, New Bari. And I think the video is probably long enough at this point. You're tired of listening to me. So we're going to end it here. Thanks for watching. I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow. It's Friday. I might not do anything. And then the weekend, I really don't know. I don't know how the weekends are here. I'm assuming Saturday gets kind of busy, but Sunday is quiet. So we'll see. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.